Thanks to God for even allowing me to have the privilege here to speak in front of honorable men and women. I want to give thanks to the organization that put this together, the NCA. They have done great work for our community over the last decade or so, and they will continue to do great work for us. So please, let's applaud them for the work they've done. We are all here to celebrate the 50th Independence Day of Nigeria. It was 1960 when brave men and women decided to take back our nation. It was 1960 when brave men and women decided to fight for what they believed. It was 1960 when great men and women decided to dream bigger than they were dreaming before. The fight that they had 50 years ago, we are living the victory. The dreams that they had 50 years ago, we are realizing those dreams. So as we stand here to celebrate, eat, and dance, we first need to acknowledge those men and women. Please. As a nation and as individuals and a community, we have done great strides over the last 50 years. Because of our time, obviously, I can't go through all of them. But believe me, I'm proud to be Nigerian, and I'm proud to live in a nation of Canada and still call Nigeria my home. But with all that being said, and with all the things that have gone on today, what we need to discuss is where's Nigeria going in the next 50 years? When are we going to discuss about the next generation? When are we going to discuss what are we going to do for the youth? As a young entrepreneur, I believe I'm the next generation of Nigerians in this nation of Canada and in the nation of Nigeria. As owner of Maker Realty, a real estate and wealth management company, I believe that there are many steps as a nation, as a community, we need to follow for us to move into the next 50 years. Because of my time, once again, I'll keep it very short. Number one, leadership. Leadership in the home, leadership in the church, leadership at school, leadership at business offices, and leadership in governments. I think as leaders, we have a role to play, and we must take that role seriously. And the actions that we take as leaders must affect our nation, our community, and as individuals positively for us to move into the next generation and to the next 50 years. Accountability is the next step. The third one, which I want to touch more, is our youths. Once again, as I started off, without our youths, we wouldn't be here in 50 years celebrating the 100th anniversary of Nigeria. Without our youths, there wouldn't be no Nigeria. The question I ask for all of you is, what are we doing for our youths? Each and every one of us has one thing in common apart from being Nigerian or associated to Nigeria. We are all carrying a torch in our hands. A torch in our hands. That torch can be passed on to our next generation 3 different ways. We can pass on that torch in a way where the next person that grabs it could either crawl into the next generation, or they could walk into the next generation, or they could fly into the next generation. Fly like the eagle God made us to be. The question I have for everyone is, what type of package are you leaving for the next generation? Number 4, financial literacy. I believe as a nation, as a community, and as individuals, we must take more importance when it comes to that topic. We must take more importance on teaching our youths, our families, on the value of money, on the value of credit, and how to multiply money the legal way. Number 5, education, which I would say, I thank God because that is something of importance in our nation. As a graduate of U of T, I'm happy to say that there's many Nigerians who are undergrads and who are obtaining their masters in this great nation called Canada. And I thank God for the parents that are doing that for them. The 6th topic, let me finish. The 6th topic is faith. Nigerians as a whole has gone through many challenges over the last 50 years. If not because of our faith in God, we will perish. There are other nations that have gone through worse challenges than us and have fallen. But we are here to celebrate. Why? Because of our faith in God. Without that, we wouldn't be here today. And our last two, which I'll wrap up, working together. One aspect of my position and economics background is to research other communities around us. The Chinese community, the Indian, the Italians. And one aspect that I found common among them is that they work together. And your question may be, what does that bring us? Well, look at their churches, look at their homes, look at their schools, look at their community centers. They now have hotels. They have now have areas that they reside in. Where is our area? I thank God for the project that we're building. But it took us 50 years to build that. It's too long. We are smart. The other people around us didn't fall down from heaven, as my dad would say, or don't have two heads, as my mom would say. They are like us, but they have more than us. Why? Because they value working together. The last but not least, generational wealth. Again, it comes back to the torch that we are now leaving for our children. The torch that we're now leaving for the people younger than us. The torch that we're now leaving for individuals around us. Generational wealth. For our nation to proceed into the next 50 years, we must see that topic as something of great importance. Ladies and gentlemen, high table, I thank you for your time. God bless.